You might be driving your kids to school right now this morning or sending them to the bus. Jessica Bennett, senior writer with Newsweek magazine, is with us early this morning. Thanks for being available.
Thanks for having me.
I'm looking at the headline of your story. Is the bullying epidemic a media myth? That's a question that certainly deserves an answer. I presume your article gives one. What is the answer?
Well, I think the answer is somewhat complicated. Certainly, bullying is a huge problem. About 1 in 5 students are bullied each year in this country, and new research shows that 9 in 10 LGBT students are bullied. But by the same token, there's all this attention on it right now. And if you look back at the data longitudinally over decades, what the research shows is that the rates of bullying have not actually gone up. They've remained relatively stagnant.
Stagnant, but maybe we hear about it more now. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, we absolutely hear about it more. I think some of this has to do with the 24-hour news cycle. I think some of it has to do with the internet, which ironically is causing much of this bullying. But we're hearing about this so much more than we used to. And in some ways you could say that's good because it's bringing light to the issue. But by the same token, I think that the fear is a little bit hyped at this point.
Some of the cyberbullying that we're hearing about, that very unfortunate incident where the young man jumped off the George Washington Bridge. Just because the bully's not literally in your face doesn't mean you're not being bullied, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Cyberbullying, I think, is a new and potent threat because it's oftentimes much more anonymous. You can't scrub it off a bathroom wall like you could in the past, and it often feels like half the world is laughing along with the bully, as I'm sure the student at Rutgers University felt. So it's a different threat, but at the same time, it's not happening more than traditional bullying. It happens at about a third the rate of regular bullying, and it hasn't actually supplanted regular bullying in terms of raising the numbers.
Bullying's not limited to young people or kids, is it?
Not at all. Workplace bullying is a huge problem. I think it really extends. And on the internet, you really don't know how old people are oftentimes.
That's a very good point, and we'll read about it in your Newsweek story. Thank you very much, Jessica Bennett from Newsweek magazine, one of the best news magazines going for in-depth stories, and she talks about the bullying epidemic. A series of highly publicized suicides by gay teenagers has attracted national attention, but she says the rates of bullying have really been the same. We're just paying a little more attention to it now than we have in the past.